Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Oh. Supposed to duplicate audio there. I was listening to the YouTube channel because for whatever reason it's not playing the starting audio through my headphones when it's supposed to be. So I can't actually hear it going. So I double check on the YouTube stream to make sure that the sound is actually playing. Alrighty. Yes. Launch the game. Shouldn't need to adjust anything since I haven't streamed anything since yesterday. Let's see.
Sega.
Yep, nice. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. I got a big thing of water with me today. Excellent. Oh, it's super loud. There we go. I need to be able to hear myself think, ideally. Okay. Boyo! Can't forget the Boyo. Sound Lava Mountain. Let's do it.
Your friend has embarrassed me for the last time. You will be the instrument of my revenge.
Yeah, it'll be fun to have your little buddy scramble you like an omelet. Omelet.
Enjoy your last moments of free will. When we return, you'll be our slave.
That seems a bit dramatic. So they're just gonna let her run with nobody there to monitor it?
TV out of paper clips and reprogrammed a supercomputer using dishwashing detergent and a toothpick. I'm not even gonna need the detergent for this one.
So Tails can grab things with his tail and move them that dexterously? I guess so. Good for him.
Wow, it's quite a drop.
Yes, yes it is.
Whoa! You guys are going down.
That is Tails just the hair. Oh, that's true.
Stronger.
That's crazy. Well, I guess Cuba and Orbot are dead. So there's Eggman. Goodbye, Eggman.
Eggman.
Now, rest in peace. They'll be fine. No, we never did see them again. Tails is dead. Eggman's dead.
Time for some revenge. Right, Master. Correct. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Is it?
Oh, man.
What about some warm revenge?
Let's hurry up and destroy him.
So it's gonna be a mini boss gauntlet then? Is that what I'm seeing? We got 4 levels and 3 enemies. Hi, Lowell. How's it going? Welcome back.
Gonna beat you like a drum.
Yep. Boyo indeed. Now my schedule's been pretty erratic lately. I haven't been feeling super well. But gonna try to do weekend streams. Game's a little bit loud? Cool, if that makes sense. Let's see. How's my audio volume? My microphone volume looks okay. Let me just turn down the game audio that a bit. Yeah, good to be back. And good to see you. How you been? What have you been up to? Can I just keep whacking this guy? Oh, that was easy. Okay. Now what? Oh.
Blue, favorite flavor.
Now I get that guy. Yep. I have no idea what their names are. I think they've mentioned some of them. I've not kept track. You're all just lazy in gaming? Nice. The best way to spend your evening. Alright, is the audio crackling on you guys' end, or is that just me? I wonder worth remembering Zavok? Cool. And some charisma, yep. I hearing crackling? Okay. So it must just be my headphones then, but I haven't had this problem with anything else. It's just this game. Weird. Hey, Dare. Supersonic Galaxy going? You know, it's going. I think we're getting towards the end. Maybe the game's just cursed. Could be. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? The ground literally just disappeared out from underneath me. What was that? How was I supposed to see that coming? Up. Close enough. Yep. And then I just yoinked it out from underneath me. Very rude.
Blue! My favorite flavor!
I gather they want the place to start collapsing, but they really need to give me some warning. Did the game forcefully move you after killing the third one? It was forceful, I think. Yeah. They kind of bounce you off the planet briefly. There we go. It's done moving. It does? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. Why not? Why don't you hold anything back? It'd be kind of nice if you did. So, wow. It's gonna be trivial, isn't it? This is so much easier than fighting them the first times. Oh, dang it. I don't know why I thought I would have a double jump or something. Kind of player would want to touch the good on a speed platform anyway. Yeah. Who would ever do that? There we go. Forget the red rings. Who cares about red rings anyway? Okay, I did move, and they dropped him on my head. I guess that makes sense. And I locked into the cutscene, so my rings disappeared. So those timers still go, apparently. Up. I thought last time I only added him twice. Is that just the extra damage from letting it charge up? Must be. It's getting harder all of a sudden. This game is to say, have a little bit jank. Oh. Ah, I need that ring! Ah. Okay, why don't you hold anything back? You really should. I recommend it. No reason to go out here. Oh. Cool. Not very long iframes there. Okay, I got some of the rings back. Yeah, yep. Okay, it looks like they're collapsing it from the poles outward towards the equator. So I can probably just make sure that I'm not standing close to the poles when the thing shifts. No. Wow. I'm getting really bad at this. I think the first one was the smoothest one so far. Yeah, just leaving some of the rings, that makes sense. Probably should do that instead of collecting them all. There we go. Though I think the rings might end up getting stranded when the lava rises. Or not rises, but when that changes. Let's grab that anyway. Ah. You are a failure, it's true. Ah! That's the only one I really need to worry about. I hate their iframes. I got such aggressive iframes. There we go. Yeah, it puts me back on the equator every time. That's what it's doing. The regular rings are along the path when you get to the old one? Yeah, I think so. I think the regular rings are on the equator. That's what it looks like. Oh, dang it. There are too many rocks. There we go. Puts you back on the equator. Yeah, okay. There we go. I think it goes faster when I do the full charged up homing attack. Cool, okay. Well, that was the stage cleared. Easy enough. Only took me 8 tries or whatever. I need better positioning. I need to get an actual chair. I'm sitting on a bench. It's not the most comfortable. Alright, is this an actual stage? Looks like it might be, yeah. Cool. I do like this aesthetic. Zoom. Oh, there's a one-up down there. Oh, I like this music. Oh. Okay. Game over. That was underwhelming. And try that again. I don't think there's any way to go faster here. Let's see, I had rings. That was just a one-hit kill. That sucks. I was kind of hoping I could just tank that. Oh wow, that one-up's hard to get, too. Let's see if I can get it down. Nope. Even just doing a little hop, it's still too much. Nope. I don't have like any speed control here. I'm kind of just going at whatever speed the game wants me to go at. I have a little bit of control when I jump, but not much. There we go. That's a lot of bombs. Yep. I'm not sure how those work, but you know. Cool. I don't think those carts could really do a loop-de-loop like that. We're just gonna miss all the one-ups. Alright. Nope. Classic. Zoop exists in Frontiers and they make you crazy. Fun, fun. That was a one-up. Oh well. Imagine those but in 3D. Yeah, that sounds like a pain. Oh. Okay. Fire bombs are a problem. That was a good depth perception. Yeah, makes sense. Sometimes it's pretty hard in a video game too, since you don't have actual depth perception. I almost got that one up. It's going too fast. I don't like that, but okay, I got it. Yeah, there's no reason to use the fast rail here. Oh. Whoops. Okay, never mind. I thought the rail just skirted the side of the thing. I didn't think it actually stopped. Run into the wall there. Up. Up. There we go. Be awkward if you could get crushed by that door and die. Oh no. I'm gonna have to figure out how to jump over those. So I can't slow down anymore here. Does literally any other button do anything? I can't tell. Did the game just crash? I think the game just hard crashed. Cool. Oh wait, what? Weird. I've got 3 more lives to try to figure out how to jump over this. It uncrashed. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Okay. The timing on that bomb cart jump was really narrow. Up. And we're gonna have to do it again. Okay, last life. I can skip it. I don't think you need to jump there. Probably not. And yet, here we are. Now what? Alright, walls. I keep forgetting about the walls. Oh. Oh, I have to go fast through there. Can't get crushed by the walls. Okay, cool. I'll try that whole stage again. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that the last level is actually hard. Forgetting out the walls, Hawk said, hitting a wall. Yep, nope, because I keep forgetting about it. As you can see. I shouldn't be surprised that the last world is actually difficult, but like... most of the other levels are fairly easy in comparison. Feels weird. See, that door was opening. Why can't they all be opening? Oh yeah, not even close. Do I have to, like, slow down as much as possible there? I have no idea how I'm supposed to get that life. Operator hit the wrong button is fixing their mistake. Yeah, fair enough. And those are simple enough. I don't suppose I could just get 100 rings here. I think I have to play it a lot better to get to that, though. Nope. Okay, cool. We're just gonna lose all our lives in the opening segment again. Okay, I got the life that time. You just gotta jump really freaking early before you pick up speed from going down the slope. You know what? We'll just skip past you. That works. I don't need animals anymore anyway. There we go. Ah, that was close. When you're getting 100% on Sonic Adventure. Probably never in my lifetime. That is an achievement I will leave for other human beings to accomplish. Alrighty. There we go. I'm gonna jump all the way across now. There we go. And they just stop. Alright, this is when the walls start closing in. Alright, at least the timing is more forgiving than it looks on the rail switching. Which makes sense, this isn't even proper 3D control-wise. Oh! Nailed it! Yeah, I want to be on the green rails, those are faster. Green goes faster, red goes slower. Up. The physics are so weird. Like, as soon as I stop slowing down in midair, I suddenly pick up a tremendous amount of speed. That doesn't... Still did not need to jump there. I still did not need to jump there now, but I panicked. Like, sometimes I feel like jumping, I randomly pick up a massive amount of speed, and sometimes I don't. The physics are just super wonky in this game. That was close. We're just gonna not touch anything, that works. Oh. No unnecessary double jumps, as I unnecessarily double jump a bunch. Like that. Unnecessary double jumps. I'm just reflexively double jumping on every jump because I'm afraid that I need a double jump to make the jump, but I don't. I need to stop doing that. That one I need a double jump though. Okay, how many lives do I have left? 5. Okay, that's good. Might be stuck on this section for a while. One more death here and I'm due for the skip. Because I didn't even finish the section properly last time either. There we go. Single jump, single jump, single jump. Oh. I'm gonna take that hit because I can't dodge it. Ah! Yep, okay. Bypass. Alright, we need to get to the green rails. We need to be on the green rails enough to get through the door in time. There we go. Nice. Even got the one up. Now these ones are opening again. Oh, but I actually have to dodge it. Oh. Ah, okay. Made it through that at least. That was nerve-wracking. Alright, good. So that was the last hard segment. Cool. What a stage. 1920, that is a good number. Also, for the numbered rings, give them 1-up instead of being collectible like in Forces. Yeah, 1-up is at least useful.
Anybody?
Nope, everyone's dead. The world has ended. Even Eggman's dead. You're too late, Sonic. If only you had a time machine. Alrighty. Yep, zone 3. So we got enough animals for the last level. That's good.
I'm getting tired of you guys.
Now the second wave of mini-bosses.
That's my deal.
Give up now and join your friend.
Tails? get my hands on
Borgified Tails.
We promise you will be happy.
I'll never serve you.
I was hoping you'd say that. Destroy Sonic. What?
Man, he didn't even land any hits. Tails is a terrible shot.
Back, Tails. I'll take it from here.
I think it would have been funnier if he got shoved in a robot. Yeah. Does that mean he's still got cybernetic modifications? Like that doesn't look like just like an attachment on him. So Tails has still been robotified. I don't like that. Ah! Okay. This is super slow. Cool. However, my beloved, it is. Is it an ability that exists?
Snoop wouldn't feed you to that glutton Zama. I'm on a diet and can't eat
Up. There we go. In lost levels and forces can be massively skipped by using hover. It's great. Nice. Hold up. Shh.
seriously still.
There we go.
Why don't you die? Like a cockroach with horrible fashion sense.
I love slow platforming.
What? No.
Is this mini boss? Yes, okay. Oh. That makes sense. Homing attacking into the ceiling, just... Ah. Oh no, I'm stunned when she does that. That's kind of clever. But we still won, easy. Cool. So the first time it was just the mini bosses and nothing else. This time it's actually an actual level. It just happens to have mini boss fights in it. I didn't mean a homing attack all the way back to this guy. I was trying to just do a regular jump. There we go. Grab the rings. There we go.
Look at that hedgehog with all his tribe.
Now I got the depressed guy.
Attitude. It's people like that who are wrecking this world for the rest of us.
You were trying to kill the dude that was the opposite way to the way you were looking? Yep. And the game doesn't care. Even though I feel like it should be pretty obvious that that's not where I was trying to go. Yep. Nope, stop. I'm going in the wrong direction, Sonic. There we go. And his lava.
Sonic's doing better than I expected, but I have pretty low expectations.
I like how the lift with the lava just keeps accelerating to catch up when I go to the next section. And that lava is upside down for some reason. I don't think that's how physics works, but then again, none of this is how physics works. Love rubber banding, yep. Yeah, like, come on. I should have had plenty of time, except it randomly got to speed up.
Hedgehog with all his trying, positive attitude.
Ah.
People like that who are wrecking this world for the rest.
Okay.
Look at that hedgehog with all his trying.
Yeah, shut up.
Attitude. It's people like that who are wrecking this world for the rest of us.
As long as I actually have plenty of time, unless I go fast, too far forward, too fast. In which case I suddenly don't have any time. Ah. That's fine. Nope. That's not fine. Secret tunnel. There we go. Just keep hopping back and forth. No reason to rush for the rings. What's the tunnel about that secret? You know? Good question, actually. It's not super tunnel-like. I pressed the wrong button, as you can probably tell. Ah, stop! Stop! What am I supposed to do when you accelerate all the way there?
Hedgehog with all his trying, positive attitude.
Did stop.
We're wrecking
The wrong time.
the rest of us.
It's very rude. So I need to hold the sprint button to go faster, but if I hold the sprint button, then it wants to parkour off every wall. Fine with some rubber banding, but that one's heavy, yeah. Not giving me any opportunity to actually, like, not die to it. Especially with the hover doing what it does. It's got some one-ups back, at least.
Sonic's doing better than I expected, but I have pretty low expectations. About everything. I mean, really, why bother?
That. You know what? I'm just gonna hang on to this until we get closer to the top. There we go. That's better.
Do you realize how meaningless we all are?
Is he a Sonic fan?
Mostly you.
True. Okay, where are you even? There you are. I can't attack you while you're doing that. When are you vulnerable then? Up. Okay, don't bounce. Bouncing is terrible because you can't cancel it.
Realize how meaningless we all are? Well, mostly you.
You just need to dodge and go up, maybe. Oh. Are there any rings accessible here? One.
Do you realize how meaningless we all are?
Jeez.
Mostly you.
That's gonna be a problem. That! I should have seen that coming. Yes, I realize how meaningless this all is. Believe me. I'm well aware. There we go, we got rings. I'll just keep going up.
Finally find comfort.
Up. Oh.
That's cold embrace.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, but just keep going up and then drop into the lava. I guess that works. Up. It's supposed to be like a ring dash, isn't it? Isn't there? Except it's not working. I was pressing all the other buttons and they weren't doing anything. Sure, skip the section, why not? Yeah, if there's a light dash, I'm assuming there's a light dash option, but it was not obvious what the button was, because I tried all the options and none of it worked. Okay, the audio is like completely cut out for me now, I can't even hear the game. What is going on? Why is it only in my headphones? So I'm still fine on stream, yeah. I don't know what's going on. There we go. And it's just this game, nothing else is doing it. Nope. Okay, I can't climb on those. And that's a game over. Shoot. Jeez, what a difficulty spike. Okay, I'm gonna try plugging in my headphones, see if that makes any difference at all. I don't think it should. Difficulty spear strikes again. Yep. Well, good thing I didn't try to push through last stream. I don't think I could have gone for another hour and a half at this rate. Yeah, sound is working again temporarily. We'll see if it stays that way. This is so slow. Ah! No! You know what? Changed this out of battery or something? I don't think so. Because I was doing it last night too, and then I played games after and it was fine. There we go. I can't afford to be wasting lives early. Wait, does it start me off with 5 lives, but then if I game over, then it gives me 9? That's weird. Okay, I guess that's not a light dash thing. There's 40 rings down there. That might be worth grabbing. If I have to redo this again for some reason. There we go. Now I do this again. Nope. No, 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 nope. Nope. Let's keep going. I still managed to take damage there.
Seriously still here? Why would you die?
Oh, it doesn't matter. As long as we have any rings, we're good. Alright. Mini boss fight.
No flowers.
Bonk. Easy enough. Yeah, she just explodes, but the other guy gets tossed into the lava. That's kind of brutal. Up. Dang it. I jumped way too far. Trying to sidestep that. There we go. We don't even have to jump. We can just stand on the side. Cool. Good to know for future reference. And I didn't need to jump there. Wasn't the first level also will explode? Yeah. So I assume that's just them, like, leaving. Disappearing. I don't know why they combust. Oh, that was close. Yeah, you know. Departing this mortal coil. Vacating life.
Look at that hedgehog with all his trying and positive attitude. It's people like that who are wrecking this world for the rest of us.
Truly, life would be so much better if no one cared. You're so right. Starting with you, actually. Can you stop trying to kill me? That'd be great. Should have known that ring was a trap. Come on. Nice. There we go. One up. Nice. 2 easy one-ups out of that. Just keep climbing.
I have pretty low expectations about everything. I mean, really, why bother?
I get so many rings, yeah. A whole bunch of 10 rings. Just keep climbing, just keep climbing. Whew, that was close. Would not let me do anything with that.
Do you realize how meaningless we all are? Well, mostly you.
Mostly me? I don't know, I think you're pretty meaningless too at this point. Yeah, I don't even have to fight him. I can just ignore him. Okay. Bye. Good luck with that energy blast thing. Ah, dang it.
In this pain, I finally find
Nope.
comfort.
Okay, never mind. I got harder.
Do you realize how meaningless we all are?
At least that cutscene's skippable. Even if it's only a few seconds. Up. There we go. Oh, wait. Huh? Okay, I just had to wait for it to get to the top, I guess. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Nope. Okay. I have no idea how to use that properly. Oh, jeez. Okay. No. I can sidestep. I pressed all the buttons and it has done nothing. I don't understand. How do I... Left trigger? I tried left trigger. I'll try that again. Yeah, it just does that. Oh, there it goes. I gotta be perfectly lined up, I guess. Cool. There we go. Cool. That's a lot of rings. And I'll immediately lose them all. Figures. Whatever, we don't need to rescue animals. Okay. Got more than one life this time. So glad they've been going away from losing all the rings at once. Yeah, that's always been really brutal. It's not very fun. Okay, the physics on these are super wonky. That's a lot of one-ups. How do you get down that path?
That ineffectual Eggman was right. You armed themselves like a napkin.
They're just giving all the one-ups here. Okay.
You are a waste of my time, Sonic, and I despise waste.
Am I a waste of your time? Or are you a waste of my time? So in the lower segment where you took the spring, kind of looked like you go right on the wheel. That makes sense.
You are a waste of my time.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
And I despise waste.
Yeah, I guess you got to be able to go up there. Probably wall climbing.
That ineffectual Eggman was right. You armed themselves like a napkin.
Well, I got another one up there anyway. Nope. You're wrong because I barely remember this game. For good reason. Oh. No, you know what's a waste of my time? Having to replay this stage over and over. Because the physics feel terrible. Nope. So where the teeth of the cog leave? Nope. No, you cannot. Screw it. We got 6 lives. We can do the boss fight. Hadouken! Oh, there goes only rings. Yeah, I don't think I want to be standing underneath those. Is that it? Notice a phase shift. Oh. Okay. That's the thing now. He's giant all of a sudden. Not sure how that works, but cool. That's the thing now. Up. And we gotta do that whole thing again, don't we? Yep. Bounce on the red ones to hit him. Oh, maybe. That would make sense. Because they just showed that in the boss fight, didn't they? So he does that to you. Okay. Up. Nope. Let me ring. Okay, good. There we go.
This is my full strength.
Too early. So I gotta wait until he's already broken the platforms beneath him. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Ah. That's gonna be tricky. Okay.
Let's put an end to this.
At least I know. Yep. Knowing is half the battle. Oh, right. I need to dodge those. The other half of the battle is actually doing the battle. Glorious combat. Extreme violence, all that. My hands are super sweaty.
This is my full strength.
Okay, let's just skip that section, because I'm scared of it. No! Dang it. Missed the jump. Wonder how many bombs it takes. Oh, we can just bypass that whole phase. Cool. Works for me.
This is my full strength.
Let's see, can we get these off? Up. Too close, too close. Nope, dang it. That's tricky.
Let's put an end to this.
We just stand behind him, get two full charge when we attack, so then the phase is over.
This is my full strength.
At least that's easy. Up. No, no, no. Nope, no, nope. No, dang it. Ah. I gotta be standing on just one of them. I can't be hitting both. If I'm standing in the center, then I don't have enough space to recover from the bounce. That's my problem. He went on the other side. Boo. Oh, a single one. Okay. I don't know what the logic is, but clearly it is very possible to do it quickly. That. I'm once again complaining about the physics of this game. Did I get him? I got him. Okay, cool. Let's get good or something, yeah. True. We had two animals that whole stage. Cool. If they're still doing ranks, I feel like that would be an E rank completion.
Nice work. Now it's time for
First try, totally.
shut this baby down.
It is off. Who could have done that?
Me, of course. I needed some alone time to supercharge my mech after you got me past the Zeti.
Oh, he's got a jetpack. Nice.
My death was the perfect way. And now, my ultimate weapon is complete.
Wow. That man's the real final boss. Never would have expected.
Can rule the world. Pity about the damage done down there, but there's still enough left for me to conquer.
The only thing that's gonna get conquered is your face, Eggman!
Cool. Alright. Final boss, I guess. You tell him, Sonic. Yep. Conquer his face. Or something. Okay. Well, at least we're right into the fight. No long level to complete first. Anticlimactic would it be if you didn't have enough animals? That would have been unfortunate. How do I dodge that? I don't seem to have any speed controls here. Oh, and it's looping, which means there's no more rings. Okay. Get good. Yeah, what do I do there? 10 rings in a dream. That's all we get. Slow down? I can't. It moves at a fixed speed. That was me holding down the control stick the whole time. Alright, kicking doesn't work. I can't spin dash. I can't speed up. Nope. And he does that like multiple times, so I have to dodge it somehow. I can't sacrifice my rings for that. There's no more rings after this. No, I don't have enough time to do a triple bounce. Google says double jump. I don't know if... maybe there's enough height to just do a regular double jump? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so he drops rings when you hit him at least. Nope. Not even close. That was not a double jump, yep. I'll be able to practice. Okay, yeah. Simple enough. Game? It was not hitting him while locked on with the homing attack. I don't get it. Is there something I need to kick there? Instead of homing attacking? There we go. Give me some rings. There we go. Okay, do I actually have to move at all on the stage? Or is every attack going to be a sweeping attack? Okay, yes, I do. This gets upgraded to kind of requiring a little bit of movement. Lasers are still jump roping. I get fast though, wow. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, I gotta wait for the triple jump. I see. There we go. And, Eggman is blasting off again. Okay. That was easy. That sure was a final boss. Yep. Everything hinged on him not getting punched in the head 3 times.
again.
It's cool. Oh, and here's something that even Eggman couldn't do. I just reprogrammed his machine to return our world's stolen energy. In your face, Eggman!
I'll be back, Sonic. I'll find another conch, and the Zeti will be mine.
Conch.
once again. Only next time, I'll make them stronger. Honey, why isn't my jetpack working?
Maybe because I borrowed the exhaust hose?
Sonic!
And Eggman's dead. Rest in peace.
Here's your energy back, world. Bon appetit!
Wow, amazing that the Doomsday device just has a reverse switch. Good thing the energy knows how to go back to restore everyone. Very convenient.
Yeah! Hey, Amy. Looks like springtime's come early.
Thanks to you and Tails.
Not only how to go back, but also act fast. Yep.
What are you gonna do?
It took the entire game to drain the entire world, but only took a few seconds to return to normal.
Fresh green grass.
Oh, Amy Knuckles was just there for cutscenes, yep. They did nothing but die. They exist only to be in distress. Well, that sure was a lost world. It could probably stay that way. Still, we did it. Now just Forces and Frontiers left. Why does it always alt tab? Pause that. Okay. Moving. Lost World 2 completed. On the list. And then that means Forces is going to be our current. Game has other issues that I'm disappointed there's no big song. Yeah. I know the Crush 40 situation is complicated, but like they could have done something. Having big dramatic lyrics to the final boss fight is always half the fun. The rest of the soundtrack was fine. I can see why some of the music shows up in other games. Like Smash Brothers and stuff. The gameplay... If this was a mobile game, I would have had a lot more respect for it, but as a full-price console platformer, I was not a big fan of the on-rails gameplay. And the story was... whatever, yeah. Like the idea of the Zeti, but they're too tropey. Yeah. Their visual designs aren't terrible, but their personalities are incredibly one-note. And the actual dialogue is kind of cringy. I guess the story was mostly about Sonic learning to respect Tails, which I guess that's fair. That's a reasonable story concept. Eggman having a jetpack was fun. I think that's from the earlier games even. I feel like I've seen that before. Some of the 2D games. Okay. So we're done with that. Back to the regular Sonic Team games. I played Sonic 1, 2, and the very start of 3 as far as 2D games go. You didn't like any of them? Yeah. That is one of my hot takes that I hope is not even that hot anymore, is that 2D Sonic doesn't really work all that well. Because Sonic wants to go fast, and there's only so fast you can go in a side-scroller before you can no longer see obstacles and react to them. Which means they have to slow you down for slow platforming, which is no fun.
Here he is.
And he's alive somehow. After falling for however
Out of here.
many feet.
Your face. It is good to see your face.
Boss, your face!
It is a little dirty. Let me wipe that for you. Don't be weird. Let's get out of here before my day gets any worse.
He's missing half his mustache.
Why can't we tell him about his mustache?
I think it's better to wait until he separates our heads. Then you can tell him and get all the glory.
Great, thanks!
What's wrong with my mustache?
Yeah, but they purposely put traps so you can't react if you go too fast and don't know they're there. Yep. All these spike traps that are at the end of a high-speed section just to screw with you. If you didn't already have the level memorized. What was that? Hidden Worlds? Yeah, no thanks, I'm good. I think I'm gonna call that completed. We defeated the final boss. Game is over. Moving on. Yep, mood. Exactly. Let's see. I mean, I've only been streaming for how long now? It's, a little over an hour ago. That's too early to end stream, isn't it? Alright, how long Forza took? 100% took you 22 hours. Yeah, I figured that Forces and Frontiers were going to take us a bit longer. I'm not surprised by that. We'll see how it goes. I also probably will not 100% it. If it's going to be that long. I know I did for Shadow the Hedgehog, but that was self-inflicted. We'll see. We'll see. Say 100%, I don't mean true end, I mean all achievements. Okay, that makes more sense, yeah. That's not too bad then. 22 hours for 100%, all achievements. I'll aim for the true ending then if it's less than like 12 hours. Let's do that. Achievement has to collect a total of 100k rings. Yeah, that sounds like a pain. So you probably look up what's the one stage that gives you the most rings and then just grind it over and over and over again. That sounds pretty miserable. They don't really do the whole true ending thing anymore. Fair enough. I guess they haven't, have they? Since Sonic Heroes, I guess. Back when they had to do that to pad out the time. Pad out the playtime for you to complete everything else. Yep. You're just asked to get the Chaos Emeralds to get the ending at all, but otherwise you don't really need to do anything specific. Yeah, that's right. And that was easy enough. Just a few extra levels. Yeah, in Frontiers you can barely interact with the more classic levels. Nice. I'll see how it goes. I know we haven't even hit 2 hours in the stream, but I might I might just wind down and call it early. Go take a nap. I'm such a dysfunctional adult. So did them all because of course, but there's not that many required. Because of course. I mean, you might as well, if you're enjoying the game enough, you might as well achievement hunt, right? As long as you're not completely miserable. Lobocorp to keep you on edge. I do need to play more Lobocorp. But I don't know if it's going to keep me on edge. Since we're just cheating our way through the upper layers. I do need to continue that. I need to make some progress on that. I stopped cheating then, true. I don't think I have the brain power for that today. I hate being tired, it sucks. Like, I want to continue. But I'm also already spaced out. Having a hard time focusing on the game. Because they don't have D&D later. Let's see. I wish that YouTube would do the same thing that Twitch does of automatically splitting the stream up by game category. Because it's just going to have a bunch of Lobotomy Corporation gameplay at the end of this Lost Worlds VOD. But it's also too much work to shut down the YouTube stream, wait for it to die, start it up again, wait for it to spin back up. Well, how we do a bit of Lobotomy Corporation before I end the stream. That seems reasonable. I can push through a little bit longer. I just don't have the energy to dive into a brand new game, I don't think, with Sonic Forces. Yep, and of course the resolution's gonna be wrong now. Probably didn't even much brain power with the cheats. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I can see that. I improved the UI. It's all fancy and Lobotomy Corp looking now. Which is fun. I need to make the text fields look better, but I'm at least using the right font and colors now. Yeah, I did share a screenshot of it on Discord, but now you can see it in action. Let's see, yep, still on cheats test. Yep, I moved it over to the right side here so it wouldn't be on the way of the logo. And I also have a plan for making it so that you can't click anything while you're hovering over the menu anyway. So that won't cause any issues, but I haven't done that yet. Alright, forget where we were at. I think we just got in yin and yang ones. Yeah. Yeah, so no abnos to research. I think I got everything on the equipment. Yeah. So this is a dead day to begin with. Yeah, because we have to open the next department, so we'll just meet the quota in the day. Look at that. So easy. I don't get what everyone's complaining about, the difficulty. This game is so trivial. That's right. And we get the disciplinary team. I keep forgetting about the fact that you get a tool abno every week or whatever because of normally we'd have play doctor shuffling everything. We need to open Hakma first, yes. Otherwise this entire repeat playthrough is not important. Yeah, every 4th abno. Exactly. Well, cheers! So normally, like, every department should have a tool lab now, but I got thrown off by Plague Doctor shuffling everything, so I forgot that that was the pattern. Everyone loves well cheers. That Halen carried pretty hard last time. We can stick around. And look, we're already done. Wow. And now you open things and you get tools, 2 tools in the same department, none in another pretty easily. Oh, that's true, yeah, I guess depending on the order. That's a fair point. I forgot that you could not expand one department all the way through. Does my unlimited re-extract work? Probably not. Oh, it does. Nice. So there's another cheat that works now. We can keep rolling abnos forever. That'll be really useful for new game plussing. You do have to unlock it first, I think. It doesn't unlock the re-extract, but it does make it reusable. Don't look away, just keep your eyes on it, contain it in your sight. I thought we already had one of those. Actually, no, we had the one where you had to look away. That sounds different. Hang his head over my bed, only then can I get up in the morning without having a nightmare. That sounds ominous. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I don't need the controller anymore, I can put that away. Red Hooded Mercenary. I guess we'll take a look. It does indeed look like a mercenary with a red hood. Generics is big and Will Be a Bad Wolf. Did you already have in Central? That's right. Yeah, you did mention that. So did I fix the Q counters? I think I did. Yeah. I made it so that frozen Q counters don't force it to 0 anymore. I forgot about that. I made it so that if the Q counter is already 0, then it'll allow it to increase to what it should be. But then after that, it can't ever decrease or increase again. You can also use quoted ask her to go fight escaped nose and ordeals. Nice. I see that option. You can hire an abno. Shadow escapes to fight the wolf if he gets out and gets mad if she doesn't get the last hit. Neat. Oh, Raider! Welcome in, welcome in! Super smoking sexy raid, nice. Hi, Rox, hi, Raider, hi, Lurker. How y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Gendare. I'm Hawkbar, variety
I am a
streamer.
scientist. I have always wanted to be a scientist, and I am good at being a scientist.
Precisely. We are currently cheating our way through Lobotomy Corporation. You're here twice now, nice. I play a variety of series sequentially. Yeah, I don't switch out games very often, that's fair. I do play a lot of different games, but I tend to play the games all the way through for the most part. Mew, thanks for the follow. This looks cool. Yeah, it's Lobotomy Corporation is what the game's called. It's basically a SCP management simulator. We've got a bunch of different monsters from various folklores and such, and you have to send your employees to work with them to research them, to learn what they like and dislike. And all kinds of bad things can happen if you don't take care of them the right way. They will kill all your employees or go on a rampage or set other monsters loose. It's a whole thing. The game is actually really hard, yep. So I'm currently cheating because I screwed up and had to restart from day one. Student scientist, that counts. If you do any form of research, which includes, research papers for school, then you are a scientist, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so I've coded up my own cheats mod to activate a bunch of cheats for the game because I didn't like the existing cheat mods. They weren't granular enough for me, so I coded up my own. So it's not very exciting right now. We're kind of just rushing through the game. The main thing I've been doing recently is a marathon of all the 3D Sonic games. So I've been playing through all of them in order from Sonic Adventure 1 all the way through the newest Sonic game, Frontiers. So that's what I was doing earlier. We just finished up Sonic Lost World about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, we're in research, nice. So we just have Sonic Forces and Sonic Frontiers left, and then we'll have played every 3D Sonic game that is a mainline Sonic game, so that's pretty cool. I've also previously done marathons of every Metroid game. What else? Every Pikmin game. And we'll be playing some other marathon after I finish the Sonic Marathon. Haven't decided what yet. So yeah, that's me. All 3 of the Pikmin games. Well, yeah, it's pretty easy to do a series marathon when there's only a few. But you're forgetting Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 counts. Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. Nice. Imagine being intimately familiar with any franchise. Yeah, well, that was the thing. A lot of these games that I've been playing for these marathons are games that I never really got a chance to play all the games in when I was a child. So they're series that I'd either played like 1 or 2 games of but hadn't played the full series, or that I just had heard about but had never played before. So it's been a fun opportunity. Oh, I did Kirby. Kirby, that was the long one. How much do I need to pay to Marathon Yakuza? I do not think I would ever sit down and play. See, the problem is Yakuza games are sit down and play for 10 hours straight types of games. And I just can't do that on stream. I don't have the social energy for it. Kirby's the round one, not the long one. Yep. Investing Little Red Riding Hood and Mercenary to suppress escaping abnormalities or manifesting ordeal is a very useful resource. However, making such requests not free. Isabella had previously worked with them. The other one. You stream me for the rest of your streaming career, exactly. If I'm playing through the entire Yakuza series in 2-hour bites, 2-hour streams at a time, twice a week, yeah, we'd be here for years. So, outside of JRPGs that I really want to play, we'll probably not be playing very many JRPGs on stream. Just in general. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the wolf. That would make sense. They just only have the name revealing thing for the active abnormality, I think. The work process with Little Red Riding Mercenary, the Q counter decreased. Yep, so if you work with the wolf and then work with Little Red Riding Hood, she freaks out. A tofu boyfriend. That wouldn't be too bad. Five Nights at Freddy's wouldn't be too bad either. Those games aren't that long. I'm just not a big fan of horror. My heart can't handle it. Game is all with tape. I can't blame him for that. Yeah. Honestly, the game is less of a mess than I expected from all the reputation. Like, the code is somewhat organized. There's still a lot of things that make it more difficult to mod than it needed to be, but it's not the worst. I've seen much worse. You're going to decrease every time an abnormality escape, but it did not respond to the escape of... That's a different one. I don't know if that's the wolf or not. When the wolf howled near Little Red Riding Hood mercenaries continuing unit, the Q counter immediately dropped to 0. Little Red Riding Hood mercenary became enraged and displayed much more aggressive behavior than usual when it encountered the wolf. Nights at Freddy's Marathon, counting the VR game stuff, takes like 18 hours in total if we're watching Spiff. That sounds about right. That was Small Burb. Oh, interesting. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. if punishing bird escaping triggered Little Red Riding Hood, it would be triggering all the time. That makes sense. So that's the one exception, because otherwise that would be completely ridiculous. Someone suppressed the wolf without allowing Little Red Riding Hood and Mercenary to lay on the killing blow. Little Red Riding Hood and Mercenary began to attack those around it indiscriminately. Yeah, that tracks. A Duffel story sure is something to behold. Yep. These are the only 2 games, but I love to see reactions to the story. Yahazu can attest to that. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I'll add it to my variety list. I know my friends, my IRL friends, really want me to play Blueprints. They've been hyping it up recently, so I'll probably do that next to variety streams. But I don't know if I'm going to be very good at it. IRL friends, I know, cringe. Truly. Oh, yeah, I can speed that up. I forget about that. Alright, theoretically, what work types would you prefer if on any controller? But you can't do attachment work, so that is irrelevant. Slightly prefer insight, but do you like repression? I got a cheat that makes it so work always succeeds. Each of these is supposed to be a coin flip, whether you take damage or they do. Well, they don't take damage, but whether you get resources or if you take damage. There we go. Okay, no, insight. Fight Runa against the wolf and the other mercenary helping you. Nice. Games are cheap, so that wouldn't be a problem, and I'd be glad to cruise control for things you might want to get extra info or guidance on. It's a visual novel, the story is chef's kiss. Nice. Yeah, I'll let you know if and when I get around to it. I don't mind picking up cheap games on Steam. Jesh becomes an enemy if she doesn't get the last hit. You need to beat her before the fight ends. That's fun. Alright, we got to grind a lot of boxes here. That is 140 plus 120. 260 boxes. Alright, time to get started. Let's crank up that work speed multiplier. And unfortunately, I haven't cut in a multiplier for the timers yet. The cooldowns. Zoom. Look at that. That's like 1 box per frame. Thanks for the hydrate. Health break. Ugh. I don't know if I'm gonna get up and take a full health break, but I'll stretch. Letitia's hat and Alrion's flower crown together look a bit weird. Yeah, a little bit. Very Tower of Hats. And check a thing, but oh yeah, how's the gaming? It's going. We are currently cheating our way through Lobotomy Corporation again because I screwed up and ended up in a situation where I had to start over from day one. So that was fun. So rather than play through the game legitimately, I'm just wrote my own cheat mod so I could cheat my way through back to where we were. So we're currently just mindlessly grinding out all the equipment and everything that we need. I finished Sonic Lost World earlier. And then we're doing this just to pad out the rest of the stream time. Played through most of the game legit, I say good enough. Thanks. I did make it to the later parts of the game legitimately. I was struggling a lot. I cheesed some of them, but I did make it most of the way. And I just do not want to subject myself to the rest, personally. I will turn off some of the cheats for the final week. I did want to have there be some... I want there to be challenge, but no risk, if that makes any sense. I do want to end up having to try a little bit, but I also don't want to have to, like... one person died, I need to reset the whole day again. So I'll probably, like... have the agents be invincible, but everything else is legitimate, so I still have to worry about work types and everything. Final week I asked that you give it at least a few tries each day. Okay, that's fair, yeah. I'll try it without cheats a few times. And then after like an hour of trying or something, I'll start turning them on. If you really can't just cheat, it's fine. Yeah, it's just a question of if I'm not having fun with it past a certain point. But I do still want to see the rest of the story. At least for the experience, yeah. So, I mean, Bina's boss fight was just ridiculous. I do not have the hand-eye coordination or sanity or anything else to be able to do that legitimately, I don't think. Alright, let's see if we can roll a new abno. I really need to turn off the backer abnos. I keep forgetting about that. If you feel an abdominal pain and a tingling sensation in your neck, the best thing you can do now is look at the great blue sky you'll never get to see again. That's horrifying. Day 49 is the Grey Arbiter and Hakuma's effect, and I hate it. Oof. Yeah, that sounds rough. Oh, we're getting most of the way through the middle layer. Check out the song I sent you? Yes, that's right. I forgot to reply. I did check it out. And then I'd alt-tapped out of Discord and I forgot. But yes, I did. It was fun. Let's see, what's the new abno? Queen bee? Yeah, that looks like a queen bee. That is horrifying. I do be her. Queen bee. That has a lot of teeth. And big eyes. Things can go out of control pretty fast with our normal gameplay. I'll have to read up on it here in a sec. The Best of Us song giving you the game of Steve vibes and steroids. Yeah, it makes sense. When work result is normal, Q counter lowered. When the work result is bad, the Q counter lowered. Q counter reached 0. Queen Bee emitted red spores throughout the entire department. On observing the abnormality, it's been confirmed the spores attached to employees for a certain amount of time and inflicted red damage over that period. Additionally, employees infested with spores were significantly slowed, could not be healed by the regenerator or bullets. Issue an employee infested with spores, a depleted giant drone burst out of their body. The drone indiscriminately attacked nearby employees. From the course of attacked employees, more drones emerged. Yeah, okay. I can see how that would get hectic very quickly. So if Q counter reaches 0, everyone starts taking damage, and if anyone dies, they explode into drones that kill more people that explode into more drones. What if naked nest, but you can't do anything about it? Yep, that sounds awful. So you gotta get a good result. And be able to be completed by the work of its drones. Such will be the beginning of its kingdom. Yeah, you do that. Alright, so insight work is only a 60% bonus. That's kind of low. Very scary bug. Like the city in the US where all the bees have invaded. Yeah. Not escaping entity. Because it doesn't need to escape. It's going to send all its drones after everyone. And its spores. Okay, we need 150... 180... 330? If I did that math right. That's going to take a while. Silksong confirmed. Ah, yes. Silksong confirmed, indeed. Actually, Silksong is confirmed. That's the funniest part. I love that they just randomly dropped that Nintendo Direct for like 2 seconds. The funniest possible way they could have announced Silksong. When I found it more funny if they just shadow dropped it, that's true. That would have been great. The internet would have gone crazy. I could just add a button that just automatically refills this box, their personal boxes to 999, but I feel like, I don't know. I've already cheated the hell out of this. There really is no ideological purity here. I don't know why that's different in my head. I have weird lines in my brain that I don't cross sometimes with cheating. And that happens in other games too. Like, when I'm playing like an Elder Scrolls game or a Skyrim where I'm like grinding skills, I will turn on invincibility. I will spawn in monsters that I can grind against. But I won't actually like just cheat my skills to 100. I do actually sit there and repeatedly use them to farm up to 100. It's not really any better, but for whatever reason in my head there's a difference. I don't know why. The line is that you don't cheat because you don't find it fun to do. Understandable. Very understandable. I am just not a very competitive, grindy-minded person. As soon as the game starts becoming boring to me, I'm ready to get what I can out of it and then move on. The prayer shall inevitably end with the eternal despair of its worshipper. I'd know if that was... yeah. I feel like I've read that description before, though. Right, this is the tool abno. Yes, I'd already forgotten. Yep. You know what it looks like, but you can't remember its name? Honestly, I forgot that we had tool abnos we hadn't rolled yet. Because we got most of them already. Alright. Ah, that's right, the bloody cross looking one, yeah. Alright, what's the worst that could happen? I take damage. Yeah, fleshy, bloody. It's both. This is a timed usage, yep, okay. Sit in there for 3 minutes and see what happens. If you spontaneously die, I apologize. I do have an invincibility cheat on, but the problem is the game just spontaneously kills a lot of people in ways that don't technically count as dealing damage. Speed up so it's less, that's true. I can do that. Cheat to get in areas you actually enjoy being in, like say skipping Skyrim's whole intro bit or getting Diamond City in Fallout 4, where you get cool looking gear, not good gear, aesthetic gear, then trying to survive in an area while under leveled is your punishment for cheating. That's fun. Yeah. Flesh idol. Yep, that checks out. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it, Lurker. Do it to make the game more fun by like bypassing boring bits that you've already done a million times that aren't a challenge, they're just tedium to get through. And doing it to get aesthetic gear, 100%. Can't believe it's called what it is. Yeah, I know. Oh, we're not at 3 minutes yet. Cheating Rain World after putting in so much time on a segment. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rain World is still like 10 hours something you can't do it, then you cheat to retain your sanity. Yep, that makes sense. I say that's a good way to do it. It's like at a certain point, you just want to experience the rest of the game, but there's an insurmountable obstacle in the way. So it's either you give up on the game forever or you cheat to be able to experience the rest of the game. You have 200 hours in Rain World, so you've done your time. There you go. That's something I will say in Elder Scrolls games specifically, though, when I'm playing those games, I do all the achievements first, legitimately, without any cheats. And then once I've already gotten all the achievements and I'm just like grinding out skills or whatever for fun, or crafting for fun, then I start using cheats to skip some of the grinding. Or make grinding easier. But I do get all the achievements legitimately first, so that's a good way to experience all the game ahead of time. Oh, there's like gears and stuff in there. That's interesting. Flesh Idol's effect can manifest through prayer. The one who prays will receive damage of a random type at regular intervals. So who prayed for a duration of 20 seconds or less, they died. Who prayed for a duration between 21 to 45 seconds. During that time frame, all employees other than the subject recovered HP. So who prayed for a duration between 46 to 90 seconds. The results are similar to Experiment 2, but SP was also recovered. So who prayed for a duration longer than 90 seconds, they died, and the Q counters of all abnormalities dropped to 0. Okay, do not leave anyone unattended in there for more than a minute and a half. Jeez. The only game you don't care about cheating is Minecraft, because creative mode is right there, but in other games, only to get stuff you enjoy and think are pretty. You can play with God mode a few times, only because you're tired of fighting stamina while running. Makes sense. Whether the Flesh Idol was used as some kind of inspiration for the Church of Gears and Ruina? Could be. I imagine their concept artists probably made a lot of concept art for all these things that made its way into other things later. Alright, well thanks to my code, they didn't die. And none of the abnormalities Q counters lowered. So that kind of bypasses all of the danger. That's convenient. There we go. Faction Ruina that transformed people into gears and add them to their head to increase their brain power. Nice. That sounds suitably Elder Tor. Not Elder Tor, I don't know what you call it. Whatever genre Project Mood games are, it's very much that. Well, it's not even that high on the scale of weird things in the city. Yep. What are you beeping at me for? It's rude. Okay, now we're at about the 2-hour stream mark. A little bit longer. I do one more day and we unlock the final layer and then we'll stop there. That was the scene where Angela tells you who you are. Yep, I believe so. Which makes sense. And there's no new abnos, so we just immediately skip to the next day. Easy peasy. One day you'll understand the meaning of the desperation on their faces when the roulette spins. I like roulette. Oh no. Well, I gotta research all the Abnos eventually, right?
Oh no!
Oh no. You do, yeah. But nameless field. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You mentioned that. Well, that'll be fun. It's also day 36 and no going back without restarting. Well, that's why I made save backups if we need to. Alright, and we've expanded the record team first. We just have to do the core suppression. I'm not going to do that this stream. But we've unlocked it now. So that's exciting. Hunter. Yep. It is hideous. As expected. Cheats is gonna be fine, but man, does this thing annoying. Let's read the description. So premature that it doesn't even have its organs fully properly formed. Like other babies, it does not whine nor search for its mother. It's got a horrifying mouth. The only thing that makes it resemble normal babies is that it sucks a body part. Couldn't even read that. Don't alert the fetus. It only desires one thing. To consume. Yep, nameless fetus. Bum, 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 bum. It's only an HE too. Alright. The mark result is normal, Q counter lowered. When it was bad, Q counter lowered. Counter reached 0, began crying. Employees heard its wails, complained of a headache. Q counters of all nearby abnormalities gradually decreased over time. Can insta-kill anyone when it's crying. Nice. When it was in a crying state, only redacted work could be done. Hero was selected by the roulette for redacted work. They quietly walked in a nameless fetus containment unit. After a moment of turmoil, the crying stopped. Yeah, so you have to sacrifice an employee to get it to stop. Makes sense. And it causes all other Q counters in the department to lower. It's not to sacrifice and play the game, just let you choose to. That's right, it's a roulette. You can be a clerk, you can be your MVP. Yep, that sounds awful. So that's one of the ones you just never let the Q counter ever decrease, ever. You must get a perfect result every time, under every circumstance. At least it's not like an Aleph or something where it's the work success rate decreases. So you could theoretically just have a rank 5 employee here to babysit it permanently. That's probably what you have to do. But you definitely can't let it melt down. So that sound is horrifying. Okay, we need 45 times 4 is 100 minus 20, 80? No. That is not how that math works. 200 minus 20. 180. Did not equip that weapon. Yeah. Does it have a major drawback? It makes crying noises and you hate it. Yep, that's a pretty big drawback. That's a good reason not to use it. There's a reason baby crying is considered one of the most obnoxious sounds in the universe for certain people. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I don't know how this song hasn't driven me insane at this point, but it hasn't. I still enjoy listening to it. That kind of scares me a little bit. Oh, right. This can still melt down. I forgot about that. This is the one department we haven't done the overload for yet. That's funny. I've gotten so used to there not being any way to trigger that. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Meet the quota end the day. Day 48 turns off the Department of Immunities. Yeah, so we don't even get a benefit from that point. My faces are unfamiliar yet sorrowful. So chilling in the background, yeah. Gotta get that maxed out. Mountain of smiling bodies. Yep. Bum 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 bum. Alright, I'm gonna call it there so I still have something to do. And I have a reason to do another variety game before Lobotomy Corporation streaming again. So we'll hang on to that. And make a backup of the save file. This is 0601. Nice. Earliest backup save here was January. So it's been a few months. So I like how exit is the only button that doesn't get the highlight because it's only there on PC. So it's coded separately from the rest of the buttons. Fun fact. Alrighty. That's a good stopping point. Is the game on anything else other than PC? I don't know, but there is code in there to be able to handle other platforms. I don't know how you control with the controller, because it definitely does not have good controller support. Yeah, no, it's only on Windows, but I think they intended it to be potentially playable on tablets. I feel like based on the code, that's a reasonable assumption. They intended it to possibly be playable on iPad. Because almost everything can be touchscreen controlled. There's even code for it, specifically. What kind of insane person would do that? Yeah. If you plugged in a mouse, maybe. But also you wouldn't be able to read any of the text because it's tiny. It would also be terrible on Switch. Even if you could run it. I'll keep yawning. I've not been sleeping well these past few days. I've been feeling kind of sick this weekend. But we did get to 2 hours both days, so that's good. At least managed a full stream schedule this week, technically. Even if yesterday's stream was very delayed. EP Science Bird, yeah. Exactly. So let's see if anyone's online to raid. And I think, unless something else comes up, this will probably be my stream schedule going forward. 2-hour stream Saturday and Sunday. Start times, we'll play it by ear for now. Eventually I'll try to get to a consistent hour schedule, but right now I'm just trying to get into the habit of streaming again, period. So we'll see how that goes. See, I don't really have any friends in my follow list right now. Does anyone have any suggestions? Yeah, thanks for being here, Yahazu and Lurker and Mia. Thanks for the follow and for stopping by, sticking around. And Raider Sama and anyone else who's still around for that raid, much appreciated. Thanks for the raid. Jarud, I guess I don't follow them. Oh, I do, okay. They're there at the bottom of the list. Sure, why not? Cool. Let me kick off a raid then. Thank you all for being here. Yeah. I don't think I've actually seen very many other streams. That's why the name didn't jump out to me at first. Have a great rest of your weekend. Hopefully I'll see some of y'all next week. If not, have a great week. See you when you see you.